na na na. What the hell is that? Oh, let's just see if y'all are seeing what I'm seeing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be discussing for episode 7 of Anniversary Week and Spooktacular Extravaganza 2024 edition, the original Ghostbusters. So let's get into the background of this film. Ghostbusters from 1984 is directed by Ivan Reitman and stars Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Sigourney Weaver, Harold Ramis, Rick Moranis, Annie Potts, and Ernie Hudson, and is about 4 scientists who gang together to try and stop the ghosts throughout New York City. Now, this film was around the time when, like most of these actors were part of SNL, and this was kind of their big gateway into comedy in general. Of course, some of these guys had, bigger movies at some points, but this was kind of their big opening film that got them onto the map. Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd were already pretty big names at the time, but this kind of just helped them, like steady that launch into fame. And also, Ivan Reitman was, a pretty popular comedy director, but this was absolutely like his magnum opus of a film. And personally speaking, this is one of my childhood favorites. Me and my dad used to watch this film all the time when I was younger. I haven't revisited it in a couple years, but I do absolutely love this film. It is a classic for a reason, and I really wish I could have seen this in the theaters at some point because the 40th anniversaries. Some theaters did a re-release for it. I didn't get the chance to watch it again, but yeah, let's get on to the review of the film. So, on a personal standpoint, I do believe that Ghostbusters stands the test of time. It is an absolute classic comedy and just is absolutely hilarious while also kind of creepy and very raunchy at the same time. The cast is known for being in raunchy comedies, but this film, they're kind of just playing nerds and is kind of funny, specifically with Harold Ramis, because there's certain movies that you see him in where he plays just this really, like, you know, kind of uh, horny character, and he also directs these movies that, are, like horny teenagers and whatnot. And this is, him just being like a scientist and the exact opposite of that. And this is like his most iconic role, which I think is just kind of funny to me. But yeah, Bill Murray and Harold Ramis, they're both great. Dan Aykroyd's awesome in this as well. Ernie Hudson's also really, really good. Sigourney Weaver, another famous role from her. You had her as Ripley in Alien, and then this is like they're her two like top roles, of course. And the plot of this film is just a ton of fun. Uh, just ghosts, roaming around Manhattan, and 4 scientists trying to stop them with these huge, like laser guns attached to like a backpack on their back, and just go around in this goofy car running around shooting up these ghosts and capturing them for science. I think that's just a really fun concept, really cool story. And also, just this film in general is a really, really good time. It's funny, it's kind of heartfelt, um, and also has some really, really cool set pieces as well. Like the diner scene where you have, Slimer, as he was in my little, awful little skit at the beginning of this. And then, the set piece where they're going up the flight of stairs and they come into like into contact with the ghost that, grants them the wish, and they fight off Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. That's always a lot of fun to go back and watch. So in general, Ghostbusters is a classic for a reason. It's hilarious, it's goofy, it's cheesy, but it makes its impact in pop culture. It's a famous film for a reason. So I absolutely love this film. And if you guys have never seen Ghostbusters, what are you doing? Go watch this film. And if you have, what are your guys' thoughts on the original Ghostbusters from 1984? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and like this video. so you guys can stay in the loop for the next few episodes of Spooktacular Extravaganza. Anniversary week is now over, and these next 7 episodes of this show are going to be covering movies that I believe are hidden gems. So we're going to be covering a bunch of films that I think are extremely underrated, and I hope you guys go check those out when I do review them. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys next time.